Okay, hello everybody. Welcome to Monet's Meals. And today I am filming my first YouTube video. And today we are cooking. I'm going to go ahead and pour my oil so it can heat up while I'm showing you guys what I'm cooking. Gotta open the oil. Excuse the smoke. These are a little bit of older eyes on the stove. So I'm going to pour my oil. And let that heat up while I'm telling you guys today what we're cooking about. So today we're cooking country fried steak, mashed potatoes, and cheese broccoli. So here we have, since we have a big family, we're cooking for a lot of people, we have our country fried steaks, restaurant style. And so these are pre-made, ready in minutes, but instead of putting them in the oven or the microwave, we are going to drop them in the grease and fry them, make them crispy, taste fresh. First, they already are pre-cooked, so they won't take long to fry. And then we are having our broccoli. Like I said, we have a big family, so a big bag of broccoli here. I'm going to make cheese broccoli, and I'll be able to show you guys step by step how we do that. And so here's the kind of broccoli we use. H-E-B, I'm in San Antonio, Texas, so H-E-B is a huge store here for all my people who live out of state. So it's H-E-B brand broccoli. And then also, we're going quick tonight with our instant Idahoan potato packets. And these are really, really good. They have a lot of different flavors, come pre-flavored. Very easy to do, and I absolutely love these. And like I said, we have a big family, so we have three. I'm going to be cooking 3 to 4 packets. But one goes a long way with these. I mean, they're so easy. It's literally just water in the mix, and then you stir. So that's what we're doing. While this is heating up, I'm going to boil my water for our mashed potatoes. And so for one packet of mashed potatoes, you need 2 cups of water. And so I'm probably going to make about 3 packets to make sure we have enough for everybody. And so 2, 4, 6, that's 6 cups of water. So I'm going to go ahead and pour my cups of water in our pot so that can come to a boil while we are waiting on everything else. One cup, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I'm going to pour one more in there just for the road. And literally when I tell you guys that these potato packets are so flavorful that you don't even have to like salt your water or put butter in it and anything. I mean, these are so flavorful and delicious. It's ridiculous. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and open my broccoli and put some broccoli here in our pot back here. And then I'm just going to add a little water and steam those, so those won't take long at all. So I'm just going to pre-prep the broccoli to cook. Yeah, our oil's heating up pretty good here. I'm just going to move our pot off to the side and fill it up with broccoli. So all I did literally was just add a little bit of water to our broccoli pot. And I'm going to turn that on pretty low, because that cooks in a heartbeat. Okay, and while our grease is heating up here, we have our water on for our potatoes. I'm going to put the rest of our broccoli up. So now usually while you always want to have a plate covered with paper towels to put your hot food that you take out of the grease on. Currently, we ran out of paper towels because we recently had a lot of family in town for my sister's graduation. So I'm just going to use a paper plate. and to help soak some of that grease up. This is my first time trying these brand country fried steaks, and this is also my first time frying them. So we will see how they go. We want to make sure that our grease is pretty hot. I already have some open here that I opened. And I got all of my utensils here that I'm going to be using to cook. Now that this grease is heating up, I'm going to turn it down a little bit because we don't want the food to cook too fast where the outside is done before the inside. How we do test the water, which is also a little scary. But you know, I know you've seen your mama and your grandma do this back in the day where you just, woo, that's ready. That is ready. So we're going to drop a country fried steak in there. Look at that. And like I said, we're not going to cook them long because these are already pre-cooked. So we just want to heat them up and give them a nice golden crunch. Look at that. We want them nice and golden brown. And you want your grease to be hot and sizzling because you don't want anything to sit in there while the grease is still trying to get its temperature, because when you put food in, it drops the temperature a little bit. But also you don't want your food to soak up all that grease just sitting in there waiting to reach, you know, heat temperature. I'm not sure exactly how many degrees it should be, but I know it should be hot, okay? And like I said, these are already cooked, so we're going to go ahead and flip them because we just want to heat these up and give them a nice golden color and a nice crunch. And like I said, I have a big family, so do not judge me for the amount of country fried steaks we cook. And over here, we're still waiting on our water to boil for our mashed potatoes. And we're going to turn our broccoli up just a little bit. Now, I'm going to be making cheese broccoli. And then I'll show you guys. Look at that. So typically when you're frying foods, you know they're done when they start to float. And so like we really do not want to burn these because like I said, they are already pre-cooked. We just want them to have a nice golden crunch and heated all the way through. Look at that. My daughter's back there with her dad, screaming bloody murder whenever something doesn't go their way, so excuse any background noise. Look at that, nice and crisp and crunchy is all we want because these are already pre-cooked. So I'm going to add another batch in, and we're still waiting on our water to heat up for our potatoes, and our broccoli is going to start steaming here soon for our cheese broccoli. Now we do want to give the oil a minute to reheat and come back up to the temperature it was before dropping the meat, so we can get that great sizzle again. And it also it comes with gravy packets in here. It says just add water. Pretty cool. It comes with a gravy packet already inside, so we just add water. Whisk together Mavy Grips and half a cup of cool tap water. Set aside. Pretty cool, so we'll do that. Nene, what's wrong? Mommy's trying to cook and you're crying. Don't cry. You want to go outside? Go put on your house shoes. Tell Daddy put on your shoes. And here is, we're just going to flip it. And our water's boiling over here. So this is really quick, simple, easy meal to cook. Feeds everyone full, and it's hearty, gets everyone full. And I mean, very inexpensive to make. Now you can also make these from scratch. The price will go up. It'll be a little bit more pricey to buy the steak and everything to make them from scratch, but that's also very delicious. Look, it's already starting to float. So we're just going to sit these on top. Look how beautiful these are. Gorgeous, brown, crunchy. These are going to taste awesome. Do we have any more in here? We have one more. I'm going to go ahead and open another bag. Like I said, I have a huge family. So this is why we make so many. Okay, let's open the door for you to go outside. We're gonna drop this one in. And we're gonna drop one more. Look at that. And these only take a couple minutes on each side, literally like 1 to 2 minutes on each side, because like I said, once again, these are already cooked through, pre-cooked, and we have another pack of gravy inside. So that's going to be really good. I think our broccoli is starting to heat up a little bit over here. I'm going to give that a quick stir because the ones at the bottom, I don't, uh-oh. Gotta wash that now. The ones at the bottom, we don't want to get too soft and lose their crunch. So I'm just going to toss these a little bit. They're still a little frozen. There we go. There's that steam. And once these are good, a little bit more cooked and defrosted, I will add some seasoning, just a tad bit of seasoning, because the cheese is going to be cover that. Oh, look, our water here is coming to a beautiful boil. Let's go ahead and flip these bad boys here. And then we'll tend to our boiling water. Now, I know I have kitchen scissors around here somewhere, but I have no idea what someone did with them. Okay, so how you cook these is you bring your water to a boil and you remove the water from heat and you immediately pour in your pouch of potatoes and stir thoroughly. So I am going to remove my lid and I'm going to turn down our fire since we're making so many potatoes. I don't want it to like cool down too much and not cook them all the way through. And in just a couple seconds, those country fried steaks will be ready to come out of that oil. And we'll be ready to add some more. So I'm going to make 3 pouches, and hopefully that's enough for everyone here. Alright, let's pour in our pouches. 1, 2, 3, and it thickens as you stir. Look at that, thickening up real nice. And of course you can add as much water or look, our steaks are already ready to come out. And we want to make sure there's no lumps. Let's pull our Country Fried Steaks out. Oh, we have our potatoes popping, so let's remove it from the heat. Because that eye is still a little hot. Look at that. Delicious. While that comes back up to temperature, let's just give these potatoes another stir. And they're thickening up so beautifully. Let me bring it back here real quick so you guys can get a good view. Look how beautiful that is. And we have the home style buttery, but when I tell you guys that they have so many good flavors and they're only 88 cents a pouch, you can't beat it. And we just want to make sure we get all of those clumps out of there. No lumps and clumps. Let's drop a few more steaks. Look. When I tell you guys they're coming out so beautifully, it's not even funny. Let's get back to stirring our potatoes. Oop, I hit my camera. Okay. Look how beautiful these came out. And you're not a true foodie if you don't know beauty of food or mashed potatoes. I often like to make my mashed potatoes from scratch too, but since this is a quick, easy meal, we just use the instant. So, you guys let me know if you want me to show you guys how to make perfect mashed potatoes from scratch, because I can do that. Flip. Flip. Now that you guys know how to make everything, I'm going to move these potatoes to the back so we can work. I have a hat on, guys, and it's hitting my phone, which is recording, so sorry. Okay. Country Fried Mix. Now, I've never used packaged gravy. I've always made gravy from scratch. But since we're making white gravy and it's supposed to be a quick, easy meal tonight, we're going to use this packaged gravy that came inside of our Fast Fixin' restaurant-style country fried steak packets here. So it says, whisk together gravy and a half a cup of cool tap water, and we're going to set aside. Measure and pour 1.5 cups of water into a saucepan. Bring water to a full boil. Pour and whisk the gravy water mix into the boiling water. Stir until thickened. Remove from heat if necessary. This gravy is additional water. Yield 2 cups. Okay, to thin the gravy. Okay, so let's do the first step. I'm going to grab a bowl here. A white bowl. I think these are ready to come out, so let's take these out. Look at those delicious steaks. I'm going to go ahead and cut this off. Oh, wait. No, I'm not. I'm going to finish this pack. Sorry. I'm going to finish this pack of country fried gravy. I mean, it's country fried steaks before I cut the eye off. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to let that come back up to a little bit of a boil. I'm going to drop these. Look how sizzly it is. Look at that. Beautiful, guys. Dynamite. Okay, I'm gonna grab me a fork and put this here so I can show you guys how to. Okay, so it says, first step, mix gravy together, mix, and half a cup of cool tap water. So here's my trusty Desi measuring cup. I love this thing. It's glass. You can put it in a microwave, heat it up. I mean, this is going to be so wonderful. So we're going to get a half a cup. Half a cup of water here. And of course, fancy people has whisks, but I'm going to use a good old-fashioned fork to stir my gravy mix. Let's flip these bad boys here. Got too many things in my hands at one time. I'm gonna put this right here. And let's do over a couple. Woo! Still hot. Now let's pour in our gravy mix here into our half a cup of water. And we're still recording, which is good. Let's get all that off the sides. And then it says set aside. We're going to cut this off. And we're going to remove these chicken fries. Look at that, beautiful chicken fried steaks from the oil. Let the excess drip off in place. We're going to move this oil over to the side and cover it with the lid. And we're going to get our saucepan for our gravy. So we did the first step of whisking the gravy packet and a half a cup of cool tap water and set aside. And then we're going to pour 1 and a half cups of water into a saucepan, bring water to a full boil, and then whisk gravy in. So I'm going to get a bigger saucepan in this because I don't know if that'll hold all the content that I need it to hold. I'm gonna get this pan because, like I said, we were using a fork, and I don't want to scratch my non-stick pans. So actually, since this is a smaller pan, I'm gonna move it on my smaller eye here. We're gonna turn it on to get that heating up, and we're gonna add our 1.5 cups of water to the pan. One cup. Half a cup. Our broccoli is finally to a steam over here, guys. I'm gonna move that lid. Yes, they're coming out. And now when these are steamed and everything, I'm gonna drain the water, and then I'm gonna add our cheese on there so it can melt beautifully for some nice, tasty, cheesy broccoli. I'm gonna add just a tad bit of salt. And you can salt to taste, of course. Just a tad bit of salt to our broccoli. And a tad bit of black pepper. When I tell you guys I absolutely love black pepper, it's not even funny how much I love black pepper. I'm going to give that a stir, give it a little flavor. And I don't want to steam these too long because I still want them to have their crunch. Okay. So for our broccoli, I'm just going to be using some melty cheese, some easy melt cheese here. And I'm just going to slice it up into little squares. So that we can use it for our broccoli. Here. While we're waiting on our water to heat, to come to a boil for our gravy mix. And you guys want to know what kind of cheese it is, I can show you. It's literally called Easy Melt Cheese. Queso. And so, it's simple and easy to use. Okay, my broccoli's looking good. I'm going to go ahead and drain the water off of that. Turn it down very, very low. And I'm going to drain my water off my broccoli. Look how beautiful and green and light that still is. And we're just going to sprinkle, chunk, whatever you want to call our cheese in here. Give it a good melt. I'm going to give it a quick stir. And I'm going to cover that up so we can get a little melt on that while I cut up more. And of course you can put as much desired cheese as you like. My family likes cheesy broccoli, so we're going to go a little crazy with the cheese. We have the rest of our cheese chunks here. Gravy water is coming to a boil just fine. And see how beautiful this is melting. So I'm going to go ahead and add the rest. All up in there. Beautiful. I just want you to know that you're my cheesy girl. Throw this out and cover that up and let it get to melt on. Okay, you see our water's to a boil here? I'm gonna rinse my hands from touching the cheese. Do a little hand rinsing, okay. Our water's to a boil. Let's read the next step before I continue. All right. So it says just pour and whisk this in there at the same time and remove from heat if necessary. So we're going to pour and whisk. And the reason why you whisk as you pour is to prevent clumps from crumbling. Want to get all that goodness out of the bowl. And it says just stir until thick. I'm going to toss this over in our sink. I'm going to turn our heat down just a little bit. And we're just going to whisk away. And it is thickening up really nicely, guys. Look at that. I'm gonna let that sit for just a moment while I give my cheese broccoli a quick stir. Look at that deliciousness. Look at that. Now me, I only like the broccoli florets, but no one else is that picky, so I just got the broccoli cuts. And the florets is just the head of the broccoli instead of the whole stem part. Our gravy looks good. I'm going to go ahead and cut that off and just whisk it a little more. And let's make a sample plate for you guys. So we're going to grab a steak here. Get us a little cheesy broccoli. Some mashed potatoes. Look how beautiful. And this is literally a 30-minute meal. Quick, easy. The less people you're cooking for, the less time it will take. All right, and let's get a spoon for our gravy. We'll get that in a minute. Look at that. How beautiful is that, guys? And for those of you who like potato gravy on your potatoes, there you go. Ooh, beautiful plate. Beautiful. Country fried steak with white gravy, cheese, broccoli, and mashed potatoes, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'm glad you guys enjoyed this. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Tell your friend to give me a thumbs up and subscribe. And also let me guys know of any ideas and suggestions that you guys want to see cooked. Also affordable meals, easy and step-by-step instructions. So you guys let me know. Thanks for watching. Bye.